Hey guys, and welcome to a bonus episode of Let's Play Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer. Today is December 31st, tonight's New Year's Eve, and I am finally recording this video. I am sorry for this video being way too late, but a lot of stuff happened. You might also notice that the quality on this video is a little different, because I had to record this from my actual PS1. Because the emulator save file died, that's why it took so long for me to get this video out. You might also notice sometimes the sound goes from one channel to 2 and back to 1. I really apologize for that. I tried to fix it, but that didn't really work out. It's just because like I said, I recorded from an actual PS1, so the cables are a little worn out on it. And to be quite honest, the thing is kind of starting to die. My copy of this game is too, sadly, but I got it to work for this video, so I am happy with that. I'm glad I could record this. Now, on to what we're actually doing here. I have for you a montage of all the skill points in the game. There are 16 in total. This one we've already seen in the LP. You just have to beat this 5-0, and then you get the skill point. Now, something I should mention, something I'm not particularly happy with, because I recorded this off the save file I had back in the day when I played the game. I already have all 16 skill points on this save file, which means that whenever I get a skill point, you're not gonna hear the noise for it. So yeah, I do apologize for that. So it might look like nothing happens on my game here, because like you don't hear the noise and I don't get a 1-up. But on your game this will work, so you'll just have to trust me that this is what you have to do. This one's actually really short, and I want to say it's easy, but you kind of have to make a good jump for it. This skill point in Aquaria Towers right here is probably the most annoying one, and if you're gonna get this one, I recommend that you 100% the game first and get the infinite super flame. Blah, excuse me, I had a burp there. Didn't really come out, but still. I recommend you wait till after you have the infinite super flame and then come back here. Otherwise, you're gonna have to kill a bunch of enemies and keep coming back with the super flame in this level to kill the seaweeds. If you're looking for the seaweeds, I recommend you go around and get all the water in first, and then just look in the areas that don't have buildings in them. That's my those are the places I recommend. So like this tunnel with the sharks has the seaweed. Yeah, see, like this room for example, or the room where you start, those don't have any seaweed in them, because those are like, I don't know what to call them. Like the areas with actual seafloor are the ones where you want to look for the seaweed. That's actually pretty obvious. I don't know why I'm explaining that. Another place where you can find seaweed is up in the big city, I guess you could call it. So yeah, how have you guys been? Hope you all enjoyed your holidays. I did enjoy mine. I had a fun time with my family and with my girlfriend. I don't know what I'm doing for New Year's Eve yet. I don't know. My family's not really that big about New Year's for reasons that I'm not gonna get into. But yeah, I'll think of something to do. And I hope you guys will have a great New Year's Eve too, and I don't know, maybe you're watching this video on your New Year's Eve or on New Year's Day, and in that case, Happy New Year! Now, I'm pretty sure we got all the seaweed in this area. See, these parts I don't really know how to commentate on, because like I've already done this, so this is obviously post-commentary if you couldn't tell. So the only area that's really left for us to look except for that one. Kind of a stray seaweed, I guess. The only area that's really left for us to look is the area right here that has the other area that has the sharks in them. In it, not in them. Learn your English. Learn your English. And once we get all of the seaweed out of the way, that should be all of it. Like I said, it doesn't make the noise, so I can't tell for sure. But I'm pretty sure I got all of the seaweed, so you're just gonna have to trust me on that one. Next skill point in Hurricos, we've already seen this one during the LP. You just need to hit the little windmills. And since I have the super flame power up for this, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Because there is one windmill in this area. Yeah, it's the one you see up there. Usually, if you want to get that one, you have to like glide along the big windmills like we did on the LP. But if you have the super flame, you can just do that. Just remember, if you don't have the super flame, that you have to go back there for that last windmill, because that is most likely going to be the last one you get, or at least it usually is for me. This is not as much of a pain as the one in Aquaria Towers is. Even though it was not the one I had the most trouble with, it's just annoying unless you have the super flame. Now there is a list in the guidebook. Like when you beat the game, a list will show up in your guidebook that will show you what skill points you have. It'll show them in a really weird order though. I'm just going by worlds here. These are not in the order they show up in your guidebook. Also, the super flame power can destroy those big windmills if you would want to. I don't know why you would, because at this point you would already have the well, yeah, if you have the super flame power up, you already have what you need to destroy those windmills for, so there's not really any point. And we should be almost done with windmills here. Yeah, that's me demonstrating you can break the big windmills with it. I mean, it wouldn't make sense if you couldn't, considering you can destroy them with the Supercharge. And that's the last windmill, for me at least. Just remember to go back if you didn't get the one at the start, the high up one. Now, the Speedway challenges are the most fun to get skill points on. Because you're actually trying to get a good time. I'm only showing my successful attempt. This one didn't really take me as long, but one of them, oh my god. It's like one in World 2. That one just took me forever to beat. Now for this one, if you're looking for a strategy to do this, as the graphic at the start said, you have to do this under 1 minute and 10 seconds. You kind of want to go like don't follow the boats here, but go against them, even though it's harder to hit them. If you have the super flame, you should be fine. And even if you don't, it might be tricky, but that's what you want to do, because that I found that's the easiest way to get a skill point here. I don't think you have enough time to actually go along with the boats and do it slowly, because as you can see, I just barely got that. I beat my best time though. That's pretty cool. Now the next one, we might have gotten this one in the LP. I can't remember. This one goes for all of the bosses. You just have to beat them without getting hit. This one doesn't really change much if you have the super flame. Oh, by the way, I am sorry if it looks like I'm cheating all of this out with the super flame. There are some parts where I wish I didn't have it, especially in some of the speedways, but once you get it, you can't really turn it off anymore, so that kind of sucks. And though it is cool to have the super flame everywhere, I think it's kind of a disappointing reward for 100%. I think the first Spyro and the third one had much better rewards. Now, about Spyro 3, now that I'm on this topic, I will do that one eventually. I don't think I will do it right now. Like, I would love to, but I don't want to start up another project when I already have so many going on. But Spyro 3 will come eventually, so be looking forward to that, because that is my favorite Spyro game, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. This also took me a while, by the way, to do, because I don't know what happened. I couldn't beat this boss without getting hit for some reason, even though it's the easiest boss in the whole game. And that takes care of all of the skill points in World 1, so we're moving on to World 2. Skelos Badlands, the Cacti, we already did this one in the LP. We actually got both of the skill points in this level in the LP, I'm pretty sure. Because this level is another one that has 2. Or at least I think this is the first level that has 2 skill points in it. That's not really that many. These skill points are really easy. Yeah. I keep like hiccuping. It's really annoying. Maybe I should try to get a glass of water. Usually I have a glass of water with me when I record. Or like something else. Like lately I've been trying out different drinks for when I record something. And it seems like whenever I have a hot drink, it works much better than a cold drink. Like my mouth doesn't get all sticky, and like whenever my mouth gets all like dry and sticky, I start like struggling with my words, and I don't know what happens, but it's really annoying. If you've ever like LP'd or talked for a long time, you probably know what I mean. So lately I've been drinking a lot of hot chocolate, and that seems to help a lot. I really like it. I think I'm just gonna do that from now on. Just drink hot chocolate whenever I record. Of course, during the summertime, that's not really... I mean, you could drink hot chocolate during the summer, but... I don't know. During the summer, I kinda prefer cold chocolate milk. I am like all over the place with my commentary in this video. And I don't know why I'm aiming for that guy. That didn't really have a point, but oh well. And here's our last cactus, so that takes care of that skill point. Now the other one is really easy. You just have to kill these guys, and normally you can't do that with your flame. You have to use those rocks that you see laying around, because as you can see, as soon as you get close, they like fly up and you can't hit them anymore. So you have to use these things. Normally, with the super flame you can hit them, but... And that takes care of Skelos Badlands, so... Into the next Speedway. Now this one is probably the easiest to get the skill point on, because you can mess up on this one a lot and you'll still get it under a minute and 10 seconds. Wait, no, it's a minute and 15 seconds. It's only the first and the last are a minute and 10. See, like I missed that pigeon and I have to go back around. And I missed that guy. And I missed the pigeon again, and this is my successful attempt, so you see me screw up so much, but I can still get the skill point on this. I don't know how. For some reason they just made this one really easy. I don't really have a strategy for this one. Like, what would be the fastest way? And there I mess up again. It's crazy how forgiving they are on this one, because like some of them, especially the first one, they are not forgiving at all. You have to get it perfect if you want the skill point. See, I almost have 5 seconds. With 5 seconds to spare, I beat it. I mean, it's not my best time, but I still did it. Now, Scorch. We have to hit all of the palm trees. I forgot this one existed. I didn't do this in the LP. There's not that many palm trees, and this is kind of a small level, so... You just have to hit all of the buttons for the flags again. Of course, you would probably want to do this on your first trip through this level. Because it's a pretty easy skill point. You just... I think I'm hitting most of these trees with my super flame, but of course you can also just charge into them. It doesn't really matter. Now, and here we have the we had the mini game with the monkeys. Now, you want to go up there because even though the trees that have monkeys in them don't count towards the total of trees you need for the skill point. The ones that don't have monkeys in them that are up here do count, so make sure you hit those. Actually, I'm not really sure if the ones that have monkeys in them count, but you would hit those anyway to get the orb, so... I guess you would hit all of the trees no matter what. I already hit that one. I don't know why I did that. That was kind of dumb. And I'm actually pretty sure we're almost done here because the last area doesn't have any palm trees in it. So we hit that one. And that guy almost hit me. And this right here should be the last palm tree. If I remember right. Yeah. The Fracture Hills. This skill point can be kind of annoying sometimes, especially when I did this, it glitched a lot. Like, sometimes my Supercharge would stop for no reason. Like, I kept holding the button and I kept running, but for some reason the Supercharge just stopped. And I thought this one would be harder, but it really isn't. The only thing that's really hard with the Supercharge path is when you like try to aim for the box of gems, as you might have seen in the LP. When Angel in Training was here and she co-commentated on the video where I had to do that. But running in a circle on this, really not that bad. And we are almost done here. It's just really this last part that's kind of tricky because you don't really have much space. And there we go. Now this one, the Icy Speedway. This one took me forever to beat. This is probably the most annoying speedway to get a skill point on. I did it perfect on this. Like, I didn't mess up anywhere, but I had so many screw-ups on this one. I had at least 30 tries on this before I finally got it, and it kind of annoyed me. What I like to do is the snow vehicles. I just like to they'll go with them. It's the same as with the boats in Ocean Speedway. They'll go with them. Make sure you end up exactly where the arches are when you're done with the snow vehicles, and then you just take out the skaters and the sea monsters at the same time. It's like, it doesn't seem that hard, but for some reason I was having a lot of trouble. Maybe because I wasn't really used to playing it on an actual console and I had some trouble with the controls. But that's it. 1 minute and 5 seconds is probably the fastest I've ever done this, and as you can see, I more than beat my best time there with almost 10 seconds to spare. Now Gulp's Overlook has 2 skill points here. I'm pretty sure we got at least 1 in the LP. You want to hit Ripto here. And the Super Flame power-up makes this boss a total joke, because all you have to do is just keep shooting him and he dies. That's pretty much it. And that takes care of all of the skill points in World 2, so let's move on to World 3. The second to last skill point here in Canyon Speedway. This is also a pretty easy speedway to beat. I would say that this is easier than Metro Speedway. I don't know, I think the targets are just easier to hit and they're all on the linear path. Like, you don't have to go out of your way, you can just do the goats first, then the rings, then the trucks, and then the vultures. I think the last ones are. And you don't really have to hit any of them. Like, you can, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. You can do all 4 different things in a row. You don't have to do different things at once, which is what I'm saying. And they also give you a lot of time on this, because you can pretty much do this under a minute, and all you need to do is do it under 1 minute and 10 seconds. So I did it in under a minute, which I think it's actually the first time I've done that. No, this was my best time, but it's not the first time I got it under a minute. No, I was barely under a minute on my last best time. Now this one, Ripto's Arena, I really wish I could have done this like the normal way. I probably still could have, but yeah. We've seen this fight, and I don't really want to make you watch it again, just to see me do a perfect run of it. Maybe that will be something I do later, eventually. I don't want to promise anything, because people are gonna expect me to make that video then if I do promise it. But it's really not that bad, and well, it's kind of the same. It's pretty much the same as it was last time. You can beat his first two phases really easily with the super flame power up, and with this one, it's just the same as last time. Just dodge whenever he tries to shoot you. So I guess while we're watching this fight again, I should pretty much sum up my thoughts about this LP. It has been going on for a very, very long time. And I don't like it, but I really couldn't record anything. Like, sometimes people are like, making a video doesn't take that long. But see, the thing is, there's recording, there's editing, there's uploading, which all takes a lot of time. And I have to be in the mood for it too, because if I'm not in the mood to record, my commentary is just gonna be crappy, and I don't really want to put up a video with crappy commentary, because nobody wants to watch that. Like, I'm not saying my commentary is good right now, but when I'm in the mood to record, like right now, I feel like my videos are a lot better. So, this game, I really love this game, and I hope you all enjoyed this project with me. We are now going to look at the reward for all of the skill points, which is the epilogue. The epilogue unlocks as soon as you get 8 skill points, I think, and you complete the epilogue by getting all 16 of them. It's not really anything special, just some little funny things here. And somehow Ripto is not dead. I don't know how, because he clearly burned in the lava. I don't know how one of Spyro's friends found him. They finally got their hockey game. Nice. Spyro missed his chance with Allura. Aww. Now these are just the little funny things, but I think this is what you get for getting all of them. I'm not exactly sure what these are supposed to be. Like, I'm not really sure. Like, some of them you see in the game, but I don't know. But yeah, that's what you get for getting all the skill points. Not really anything special, like I said, but yep. And that's the end of the video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this project with me. I am sorry it took so long to get this video out, but I hope you enjoyed it. Next up will probably be Rayman, and after that we're going back to Wind Waker. So I hope you all have a great new year, and I hope to talk to you guys later.